So in previous classes, we discussed about the conventional AM, about conventional AM. It is also called a double sideband, a full carrier system. Okay. So in previous classes, we discussed about what are the basic elements which are included in communication system and what is the need for the modulation and what are the generation methods to generate the conventional AM and what are the detection methods to detect the to detect the original information from the modulated signal. In DSBFC, we have two methods. One is to generate the AM, conventional AM. One is square law modulator and another one is a switching modulator. In square law modulator, we use a nonlinear device. So in switching modulator, we are considering a diode. It acts as a switch in forward bias condition. And what are the detection methods to detect the original information from the modulated signal is nothing but a square law detector and envelope detector. So the difference between these two is envelope detector output, it follows the envelope of the AM wave. Envelope of the AM wave. In square law detector method, we use a square law detector, which is a nonlinear device, and we need a low pass filter circuitry. So both the envelope detector and the square law detector circuits, we need a low pass filter circuitry in a demodulator and a band pass filter circuitry in the generation in the transmitter to generate the AM wave. And the bandwidth which is required for the DSBFC is twice the highest frequency component in the modulating signal. Okay, and it allows at the output a carrier frequency. Along with the carrier frequency, we have two sidebands, but the message information contains only in the sidebands. And here the carrier transmit the efficiency of the DSBFC is only 33%. Only 33% due to the carrier. Here the power will be wasted due to the carrier, and here the efficiency is 33%. Okay, so here only two sidebands transmit the message information. So due to the carrier, the power will be wasted. So by using DSBSC, what we are doing in DSBSC is nothing but double sideband suppressed carrier system. Here we are removing the carrier, only we are transmitting the sidebands. Only we are transmitting the sidebands in a DSBSC so that we increase the efficiency of the AM. So we can increase the efficiency. So ఇక్కడ మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయొచ్చు what are the drawbacks or disadvantages in a DSBFC. So due to the carrier, the power wastage will take place and the bandwidth is insufficient. Here the bandwidth of the DSBFC is twice the highest frequency component in the modulating signal. Here the bandwidth also wasted, and here the AM wave gets affected due to the noise. So these drawbacks which will be eliminated by using DSBSC, double sideband suppressed carrier. So in this, we are suppressing the carrier, means we are removing the carrier and only we are transmitting sidebands only. And we know that this is that single tone time domain representation for the conventional AM. So in this representation, first one is the frequency, first one is the carrier component, and remaining two terms are the sidebands. One is upper sideband and another one is the lower sideband. Here what we are going to do, we are going to eliminate this carrier component, and the output of the DSBSC contains only sidebands. Only sidebands. So in this equation, here the amplitude of the carrier will remain constant. And why we are eliminating this carrier cannot carry any message information, so that we can eliminate it, so that we can reduce the wastage of the power. So it doesn't carry any information. Okay, సో ఇక్కడ మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినట్లయితే మనకి 33% ఎఫిషియన్సీ అనేది వచ్చింది కన్వెన్షనల్ ఏఎంలో. సో రిమైనింగ్ 67% అనేది వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది డ్యూ టు ద క్యారియర్ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్. So in this, what we are doing, we are suppressing the carrier and only we are transmitting the two sidebands so that we can save the two-third power. And this type of suppression, it doesn't affect the baseband signal anyway. So it carries the message information as usual, because only the sidebands contains the message information. So carrier doesn't contain any message information. So that is nothing but the double sideband suppressed carrier system. And how can we achieve only the sidebands at its output, and how the carrier will be suppressed? So here we are using a product modulator. Here the output of the product modulator will be the product of message and carrier. So if we by multiplying message and carrier, you will get the double sideband suppressed carrier signal. Means you can contain, you will get only the sidebands. Only the sidebands contains the message information, and by this we can suppress the carrier. Okay, so product of message and carrier, we know that the message AM is equal to m of t is equal to am into cos 2 pi fmt, and the carrier signal c of t is equal to ac into cos 2 pi fct. And here the output we are considering is s of t. So here s of t is nothing but the DSB SC signal. So if you apply the formula cos a cos b, so you will get 1 by 2 into cos of a plus b plus 1 by 2 into cos of a minus b. So finally we have the output in time domain will be looks like this. So it contains only the sidebands, upper sideband and lower sideband. Here the amplitudes of the sidebands are AC into AM by 2. AC into AM by 2. These are the amplitudes of the upper sideband and lower sideband. And if we apply Fourier transform, you will get like this. And this is the spectrum representation. Here the dotted line will indicate the carrier frequency. So this carrier frequency is eliminated if we multiply the message signal and carrier signal. So in the final output, what we will get only the sidebands. So this is upper sideband and this is the lower sideband. And what is the bandwidth here? 2 FM. It will be similar to the conventional AM. So in conventional AM also, what is the bandwidth? Twice the highest frequency component in the modulating signal. So here also we will get the bandwidth which will be equal to 2 FM. Okay, so this is about the double sideband suppressed carrier. So this is the output waveform of the DSB SC. So here the amplitude of the carrier will be varied with respect to the modulating signal. And in this DSB SC signal, the carrier information will be removed or suppressed, and DSB SC only transmit the sidebands only. So it transmits only sidebands. So here you may observe in the DSB SC, so the modulated wave undergoes a phase reversal whenever the baseband signal m of t crosses 0. So whenever the modulating signal crosses 0, the modulated output undergoes a phase reversal. So you can observe cheyandi, dotted line indicates the message information or the modulating signal or the baseband signal. Whenever it crosses 0, there will be the phase reversal of the modulated signal. Okay, so this is the time domain representation and the frequency domain representation of the double sideband suppressed carrier system. And what is the bandwidth here? 2 FM. And to get the DSB SC, what we are using? We are using a product modulator. product modulator, the output of the product modulator will be equal to the product of message and carrier. So then only you will get the DSP-SC at the output. And how can we calculate the power of the DSP-SC and the percentage of the power saving? Okay, in the DSP-SC. So manam DSP-SC use cheyadam valla enta power ni save cheyochu. So how can we calculate from the DSP-FC? We can calculate. We are taking the difference of DSP-FC and DSP-SC. So if you are considering the difference and that is divided by the DSP-SC full carrier system. So here we are not calculating the efficiency. We are calculating the power saving of the DSP-SC when compared to the conventional AM. Okay, so DSP-FC power into manaki total power will be equal to carrier into 1 plus mu square by 2. And what is the power here? Total sideband power you have to write. The total sideband power will be equal to PC into mu square by 2. If you substitute, this one is equal to this one. And here we are considering if mu is equal to 1, for to get the 100% modulation, if you substitute mu is equal to 1, so that will be 2 by 3 into 100. So what we are considering here, how much amount of the power will be saved in DSP-SC? 2/3 power will be saved. If you substitute mu is equal to 1, so 2/3 power will be saved by using the double sideband suppressed carrier system. Okay, so here also we have the generation methods to generate the DSP-SC signal. So you have to remember the names of the method and also the diagram. Okay, so DSP-FC lo mano names kurtunchukovali, what corresponding diagrams and what functioning kurtunchukovali. And in DSP-SC lo manaki generation methods to untai, alane detection methods untai, and in SSB-SC also, and after that VSP. So you have to remember the names. Okay, so here the DSP-SC signal will be generated by using two methods. So here we are having the two types of product modulators. One is called balanced modulator and another one is called ring modulator. So one is a balanced modulator and another one is a ring modulator. So how can we get the DSP-SC signal? So for, we can if we get the product of message and carrier at the output, so you will get the DSP-SC signal at its output. Okay, so first method to generate the DSP-SC is a balanced modulator. So in first block diagram, what we are considering a product modulator. So it will give the product of message and carrier. So from this, how can we get the actual circuitry? So here product modulator anna balanced modulator anna rendu same. So product modulator ante output enti product of message and carrier. How can we get the product of message and carrier? So in the balanced modulator circuit. So here balanced modulator, the whole circuitry is called the product modulator. To design a balanced modulator, we need two AM modulator circuitries. This AM modulator is nothing but a double sideband full carrier system. And for these two AM modulators, one will be the M of T and another one is the phase shift. So you will get the minus M of T, and both the modulators we are giving the carrier. So that will be the same. It will be generated from the local oscillator. So what is the output of the upper amplitude modulator? Product of message and carrier S1 of T. And here also the product of message and carrier, this is minus M of T into C of T, that is S2 of T. So we know that the standard expression for the conventional AM. So what is the standard expression? AC into 1 plus Ka m of t into cos 2 pi fct, and S2 of t is equal to AC into 1 minus Ka m of t into cos 2 pi fct, and both these outputs will be subtracted by using a subtractor circuitry. So finally what you will get here, some constant into product of message and carrier, product of message and carrier. So from this, you can say the output will contain only sidebands. So how can we are getting this product? For getting this product, we need two amplitude modulators and we need a local oscillator circuitry. So మనకి product modulator అంటే product of message and carrier రావాలి అంటే మనకి ఏం కావాలి, రెండు AM modulators కావాలి. ఆ AM modulators ఏంటి, DSP FC సిగ్నల్ ని జనరేట్ చేస్తాయి. And these are the outputs of two amplitude modulator circuitries, and we need a subtractor circuit at its output. From that circuit, subtractor circuit, you may get the product of message and carrier. So the whole circuitry, what we call it as balanced modulator. What we call it as a balanced modulator. So balanced modulator anna product modulator anna rendu same. Okay, so this is one of the method. Okay, and another one is a ring modulator method. And here you may observe we are considering two AM modulator circuits. AM modulator is nothing but it will produce the conventional AM output. So we know that to generate the DSP FC signal, what we are using square law modulator is a circuitry, right? So in that square law modulator circuitry, we need a non-linear device. All right, the same circuits we are using here. So here X of t is nothing but a message signal, and the cos omega ct, this is nothing but the carrier signal, and both these signals will be connected in a series. Will be connected in series, and this series combination will be applied as input to the nonlinear device, which is nothing but a square law modulator circuitry. And here the current will be passed through this resistor, and here also you may observe this is message signal and this is carrier signal, and this will be applied as input to this another nonlinear device. These square law devices are nothing but this is an amplitude modulator circuitry, and this is another amplitude modulator circuitry, and the output will be subtracted. So here the total output V0 is equal to this one minus this one, V1 minus V2, and after that it will pass it through the low pass filter circuitry. So here what we are assuming, this is the balanced modulator arrangement, actual circuitry. So ఇంతకు ముందు మనం AM modulator అనే బ్లాక్ పెట్టాం కదా. AM modulator అంటే it will generate the AM wave. That is nothing but conventional AM. How it will be generated? We have two methods. One is square law modulator method and another one is switching modulator method. So in square law modulator method, what we are using, a nonlinear device, right? That is nothing but a square law device. Okay, so in that AM modulator circuitry, we are replacing the two square law modulator circuits. Okay, and this modulator, this balanced modulator, we can construct by using diodes also. Okay, and after that it will pass it through the band pass filter circuit, and whose the center frequency will be tuned to the carrier frequency, whose the center frequency will be adjusted at the carrier frequency. So here this is the circuit diagram. Okay, so here you may observe this is message signal, right? How can we obtain M of t and minus M of t? By using a center tapped transformer, you will get the M of t and minus M of t. After that, it will pass it through the and after that we need to add this message signal to the carrier, and after that it will pass it through the diodes D1 and D2. రైట్, మనం ఇంతకు ముందు ఏదైతే చెప్పుకున్నామో అవి నాన్ లీనియర్ డివైస్. హియర్ ద డయోడ్ ఈజ్ ఏ నాన్ లీనియర్ ఎలిమెంట్. రైట్, అక్కడ నాన్ లీనియర్ డివైస్ అని ప్రీవియస్ డయాగ్రామ్ లో ఉంది కదా. సో సేమ్ ఏం యూజ్ చేసాం మనము, డయోడ్స్ యూజ్ చేసాము నాన్ లీనియర్ డివైజెస్ గా. అండ్ ఇక్కడ ఆర్ఎల్సి అనేవి ఏంటి మనకి, బ్యాండ్ పాస్ ఫిల్టర్ సర్క్యూట్స్. సో వీటి యొక్క సెంటర్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అనేది క్యారియర్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీకి ఈక్వల్ గా ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, అండ్ to get the m of t and minus m of t, what we are using here is center tapped transformer. So here the nonlinear device, it gives the relation, VI relationship is nonlinear. So voltage and current relationship. So you can write I is equal to AV plus BV square. Here V means you can substitute V1 once and you can substitute V2 once. So what is V1? M of t plus C of t. And what is V2 here? See here, C of t minus X of t. See here what we are getting, minus X of t, right? So it will be subtracted. So both the signals are added, minus X of t plus carrier signal. Here X of t plus carrier signal. If you substitute, first we are considering V1 and after that we are considering V2. So you will get two expressions. One is I1 and another one is I2. Okay, and after that it will pass it through the band pass filter circuitaries. Okay, so after getting I1 and I2, the net voltage VI at the input of the band pass filter is expressed as, what is VI? So see here, the net voltage, the VI is nothing but V3 minus V4. V3 minus V4. V3 is nothing but the output of the first AM modulator, and V4 is nothing but the output of the first AM modulator. We know the voltage V1, I1 and V2 and I2. By using those voltages and currents, you can get V3 and V4. Okay, so V3 ante enti I1 into R, V4 ante I2 into R. So you can get I1 and I2 from the nonlinear relationship. If you substitute, you will get the input to the band pass filter circuitry. What is the input to the band pass filter circuitry? So this is the expression, R into 2A X of t plus 4B X of t into cos omega ct. So here the center frequency of that band pass filter will be plus or minus omega c. So here the first component will be removed if it passes through the band pass filter. So finally what we are having, only the carrier signal. What we are having at its output, the product of message and carrier at its output. So this is the final V0. ఓకే, సో మనము జనరేషన్ మెథడ్ ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాం, ఫస్ట్ బ్యాలెన్స్డ్ మాడ్యులేటర్. బ్యాలెన్స్డ్ మాడ్యులేటర్ అంటే ఏం కావాలి మనకి, రెండు ఏఎం మాడ్యులేటర్ సర్క్యూటరీస్ కావాలి. వాటికి ఒకటి మెసేజ్ సిగ్నల్ ఎం ఆఫ్ టీ అప్లై అవ్వాలి అండ్ అనదర్ వన్ ఈజ్ మైనస్ ఎం ఆఫ్ టీ అప్లై అవ్వాలి. అంటే ఆ 2 ఏఎం మాడ్యులేటర్ సర్క్యూటరీస్ ఏంటి మనకి, అవి ఏఎం సిగ్నల్ ని జనరేట్ చేస్తాయి. ఏఎం ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ కన్వెన్షనల్ ఏఎం ఆర్ డిఎస్బిఎఫ్సి. వాట్ ఆర్ ద మెథడ్స్ టు జనరేట్ ద డిఎస్బిఎఫ్సి? వన్ ఈజ్ స్క్వేర్ లా మాడ్యులేటర్ మెథడ్ and another one is switching modulator method. So here we are considering square law modulator method. So instead of 2 AM modulators, what we are substituting, square law modulator circuitaries. Here square law device is nothing but here diode also a nonlinear element. So instead of that square law device, we use a diode. Okay, so and after that the output will be applied as input to the band pass filter circuitry, and the center frequency of the band pass filter is around plus FC and minus FC. Okay, so by using that the low frequency component will be removed, and we have at the finally we have at the output product of message and carrier. So final ga manaki V0 em ochindi ikkada, ee component anedi ganaka remove aithe product of message and carrier at its output. Okay, so iventi ఏం మాడ్యులేటర్స్ అంటే వేరే సర్క్యూటరీస్ ఏం కాదు, స్క్వేర్లా సర్క్యూటరీసే. సో వాటిని యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఫైనల్ గా మనకి ఏమొస్తుంది ఇక్కడ, ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ మెసేజ్ అండ్ క్యారియర్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ వాట్ వీ విల్ గెటింగ్ హియర్, DSB-SC signal, double sideband suppressed carrier signal. So here the carrier will be suppressed, only the message signals will transmit the information, only sidebands will transmit the information. Okay, so that is the one of the method to generate DSB-SC signal. మొత్తం సేమ్ సర్క్యూటరీ, బ్యాలెన్స్డ్ మాడ్యులేటర్ అన్నా, బ్యాలెన్స్డ్ మాడ్యులేటర్ యూజింగ్ డయోడ్స్ అన్నా సేమ్ సర్క్యూట్, నో డిఫరెన్స్. And first one is balanced modulator to generate the DSB-SC signal. And we have another method that is called ring modulator, or also called chopper modulator. సో దీని గురించి మనం నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో డిస్కస్ చేద్దాము. సో రింగ్ మాడ్యులేటర్ అంటే మనకి 4 డయోడ్స్ రింగ్ ఫామ్లో అరేంజ్ అయ్యి ఉంటాయి. అండ్ వీ నీడ్ ఏ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్ ఎట్ ఇట్స్ ఇన్పుట్ అండ్ ఎట్ ఇట్స్ అవుట్పుట్. అండ్ వీటి ఆపరేషన్ అనేది మనం నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో చూద్దాము, రింగ్ మాడ్యులేటర్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మెథడ్ టు జనరేట్ ద DSB-SC సిగ్నల్, రైట్?